Today, it's senior day. It's the final game at home for the St. Clair Saints of the regular season as they host the Niagara Knights here on We Digital. Good evening, everyone. I'm Justin Prince. Jalen Harmon alongside several of his one-time teammates saying hello once again here before today. A big matchup to close out the home schedule.
And first off, I want to shout out Glenn, Hanani, and Chad. You know, congratulations to my guys, man. And it's a blessing, you know, just to be able to share these days and share these moments with them and see them get to this point in their lives and also support them throughout.
Those three are seniors being represented here today by the St. Clair Saints, who win the tip. We're underway here from Windsor. Sideer goes for the floater to start, hits it contested.
Get right to it. Get right to it. Okay, that's different.
Right off the jump, wide open wing. Darnell Petty, Josiah Deere, Chad Vincent Simon, Hanani Ijulu, Glenn Willis Paris, the starting five for the St. Clair Saints today. Touch upon that more in depth in a bit. Poked loose, stolen away by Deere. Led up by Petty for the drive again.
Good leg. Right. All right, my guys are active. They're active early.
4-0 run to start just like that. It's Caden Stewart on the quick pass. Mark Taylor back to Stewart. Calling for a swing for Reggie Williams. They swing it over to Williams. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Down to 4. Williams, 3. Shimmies it, no.
Oh my, they look crazy right now. Oh my.
Defense starting right off with trying to lock them on down. Vincent Simon, Petty. Now with it, Ijulu. Ijulu's first start of the season.
Senior night. Senior's gonna start.
Here it comes Willis Paris. Off the front of the rim. 4-0 start for the St. Clair Saints today. Just 90 seconds into this first quarter of play. Here on Weeds Digital, Justin Prince, Jalen Harmon with you. Trying to take some time. It's Williams. From the line, poked around and out of bounds. Last touch by Simon Ricketts-Ewan.
Niagara got to run some offense right there. They didn't really know what to do with that offensive possession.
So the St. Clair Saints starting things off, trying to smother with some zones, it looks like. Petty draws a double. Now for the floor, trying to avoid a jump ball. There's the jump ball call, back the other direction for the possession arrow. Now for the Niagara Knights, coming off 2 straight victories entering today. Canadore, Lambton, their opponents. You see right there, there's Phil Mosley. 6 years now with the program.
Coach Phil is a sound coach. He runs a nice system as well.
Yeah. This one back out on the outside. It's Stewart. Pulling up for 3. Hits the front of the rim.
Another thing about Coach Phil, he's going to get his guys to play hard. I respect that a lot. Anytime you see Niagara Knights, you win for a battle.
Josiah Deere doesn't get the roll to go. Very close for the microwave to get that one. Now he's back on defense, trying to reach. Nearly drawn away. Throw along the side by Taylor. Quick passing, too quick. It's Petty.
Dump it off to the 90.
And trying to pass it back. Not there. Willis Paris, Ijulu. Back to Petty for the reset. Deere, Vincent Simon from the corner. Touch too strong. Doing it, taking away Vincent Simon on the dime, front of the rim, no good. Third chance, Vincent Simon, good.
He gonna finish that. You say you left your food on your plate, bro. Give me that. I'm gonna finish that cornbread. I'm gonna finish that.
3-quarter press for a moment. Now it's Taylor. And out to Williams. Going for another 3. Back of the rim this time. Doesn't drop. St. Clair looking to run. Vincent Simon, the layup, good. And 8:01 to start. Niagara wants time.
Yeah, you hear him. You gotta be ready to play when you come in here now. You ain't finna just walk in here and get no dub. Now you gotta earn that. You gotta earn your crumbs around here.
So the Niagara Knights down 8-0 already. Here's a look at their numbers coming in. Now Those are the women's game numbers, I believe, actually on screen. They came in for the men's team 11-5 on the season. Now, keep in mind, they won their past two against Canadore and Lambton. Lambton they beat last night 77-68. However, they're in the top 10 in points per game. Field goal percentage is also the same, like their points per game in 9th, 43%. The big thing that was a part of the game plan, it appears today, forced threes, Niagara 17th in the province from beyond the arc.
Yeah, you know, they're an athletic group. Obviously, the three ball is not a strong suit for them, but you know, you can't sleep on these guys. You know what I'm saying? Now they came in here, they're a slow start right now, but you don't want to sleep on them because if they wake up and they feel like they can get you, well, best believe you're gonna be in for a night.
So an 8-0 run to start in the first 3+ minutes. Niagara with the basketball. Stewart lined up alongside Ethan Alino de la Cruz. Also joined alongside now by Raheem Dennis, the fourth-year player from Mississauga. Rounding out the lineup of those on the court, Caden Moore will be joined by Reckley Jr. 10 of the shot clock. Looking for a place to penetrate. Still forced to the outside.
Oh.
3 of the shot clock knocked to the scores table.
The
rebound.
The Saints are in the zone. Niagara ain't got nobody in the. They got to flash somebody in the middle. They got to flash somebody in the middle. If you're just throwing the ball around the perimeter, which our ladies were doing earlier in the last game, you're not gonna get good results.
From 3, air ball, and that means no putback there. St. Clair with possession. So all 3 seniors being represented by St. Clair's graduating class in the starting lineup today. Good gesture showcased by the St. Clair Saints with coaches seeking insights for today. Willis Paris sets up on the outside, going to the corner. Giroux, Vincent Simon. High screen, Willis Paris. Vincent Simon, poke, draws the reach. And first personal. First team. Goes against Stewart.
Yeah, I think he got all ball there, but the refs are setting the tone, letting them know they don't want to see no reaching.
Vincent Simon from the rim. Second chance to the line goes. Simon.
All right. Yeah, look, if I'm wearing that green jersey, I'm talking to the guys saying, hey, they not ready to play right now. So let's keep our foot on this throttle and let's go.
Like a junior calling for the personal. Now for St. Clair coming into today, 7th in the province from the free throw line, 68% as a group.
That's good. That's solid.
And for Chad Vincent Simon, he's been leading the team in scoring most of the season. 19 points per game coming in. He had a streak of 3 straight games with 30 points. That was broken last time out against Canadore, where he had a quiet game offensively, but a huge game with several steals defensively.
Yeah, that was a team game right there. Everybody chipped in. Bang, bang.
Good.
My boy Raheem. Raheem
Dennis gets Niagara's first points, and that's going the other direction.
Yep. Got Raheem. He jumped ship. Now he rolling with the Knights. He was a Hawk at one point. We've seen him a couple times in our national championship run, and he's a solid hooper.
James Tillman now in for Willis Paris, by the way, for the first change by the Saints. Taken up this time by Stewart. Stewart gets a high screen.
Pull up.
Goes for the jumper. Defense shuffling. Ejula on the rebound.
Yeah, he had a good look at the rim. Got to convert that.
Petty works through a bunch of traffic. Vincent Simon has an option. Missed the option.
Gotta clean up. We gotta clean up. We gotta clean up.
And it looks like St. Clair making more changes. Loic and Tia both in for the Saints.
Maybe that was a part of the tactic where you know, obviously this is a big game for both groups. Niagara comes in here and lollygag, and now it kind of spilled over to the Saints because it's like, are y'all not gonna play? And then out of nowhere, they turn up.
On the drive, it's no good from Alino Del Cruz. Second chance, clings out. And tapped out, last touch by St. Clair. Your officials today, Paul Carter, Nicholas Latham, Derek Stewart, saying Niagara basketball. Looking to try and find a hole. They go outside. Morris looks through the double.
All right.
He'll go to line. Shoot two.
You know what? Raheem probably looking at this game like, look, shoot, I know what it takes to beat this program. I've done it before on the big stage. So he's completely comfortable and confident in this moment, and I'm pretty sure that's the communication he's having with his guys.
He's part of the player watch today, averaging about 13.5 points per game, 41% from the field this season. He's also shooting about 77% from the charity stripe. It's his 17th game appeared in. He's also been active on the glass, about 4 boards a game and a couple blocks a game.
Touch.
Second's good. And he's got all of Niagara points so far. Tillman. 4 minutes to go in the first. Looking for the size up. Now Vincent Simon. Lloyd. Pass to Tia, too quick.
Too much steam on that.
Del Cruz. Quickly pass to Lorna Moore.
Traffic
taken.
Throw it up.
Here comes the alley-oop.
Good play. Coming opposite way.
In transition, Leon Del Cruz. Too quick.
Short on the teardrop from heaven.
NASCAR style tempo starting to build up here. Loyak. 1 to the 3, resets it. Petty takes a 3 himself. Bang, bang, bang.
Darnell Petty with the twine from deep.
And he's got 5 points so far in the early going. Del Cruz. Quick passing back and forth. Back out to Del Cruz. Now the cut back out to Moore.
That's good defense. That's good defense.
Find Reckley Jr. 3 on the shot clock. Del Cruz 3.
Good defense. Good rebound. Let's go.
Well, Del Cruz not able to make it splash there. Loyak. Petty. Now Vincent Simon.
Bang, bang, bang. Chad, come on. That's a good shot. Good ball movement. Good shot. Good rhythm. Cash.
17-5 run to start the ball game over the course of the first 7 minutes. Down low, Reckley Jr. blocked by Tia.
Good D. That's all ball.
Comes Tillman. Tia.
Go to work.
Was effective yesterday in the post. He gets stripped here. And a flurry of substitutions coming. Vincent Simon with the steal.
Look at this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's tough.
Going with the soft touch on the layup. 2 hands for safety.
Yep.
Now multiple substitutions for Niagara. Taylor's back in alongside Williams, but they've also brought Dennis in, also brought Stewart back in. They've also brought in Riley Bleak.
Good. That's good. I love to see that. That's good. See how Mazin, he went and dove right in and sealed his man and got a foul call. And I like that they looked at him. I like that Dar threw it in there to him just to let him know, I see you, boy. Keep doing that.
Butch Gunn for the personal, his first, team 3rd. Loyak.
Let's see if we go back to it.
Simon looks for a jet. And whistle called. It's a blocking foul down the baseline.
Gotta move your feet.
Yeah, St. Clair's already on the cusp of drawing the bonus already. And Stewart's already got 2. That means substitution Theo Tarloton, 30 player from Montreal in. And the officials currently having a confirmation on the team fouls count just in case they're already in bonus. They're on the cusp of it with 4.
Good.
Simon wide open.
That's good right there. That's a beautiful read by Chad.
Nicely done. He's got 8. Comes Taylor. And out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a very, very slow start for the Knights.
And Niagara so far struggling. Substitution, 2-2 is now in. Keep an eye on 2-2. As much those during warm-up trying to get in a full swing of things with the song selection. Tillman, not good. On the shot, knocked it bounds, last touch by St. Clair. And I'm going to ask you probably a silly question. How big is the warm-up music for having a good game? Because I've seen that where the softball team has demanded a certain song or else.
You know, truthfully,
I know it's a silly question.
I mean, at the end of the day, you just gotta come ready to play. I mean, some people like to hear their songs and whatnot, pre-game songs, but at the end of the day, you just gotta be ready to play regardless of what they put on. Because you're gonna go into certain gyms where, you know, you might hear the music you want to hear, or you might not. So you just gotta come ready.
I mean, I've been tempted to put Baby Shark on sometimes.
Hey, no, seriously, man, you could. But good move.
Foul for Taylor on the draw.
Yeah.
And now he'll go to the line.
See right there, that's good defense by JT. He just had to meet him at top. He went in to reach for the ball. But back on the music topic, there are going to be times where, you know, you go to an away game and the team may be playing Baby Shark. But okay, you put that Baby Shark on, there's real sharks in the water once you get out here.
Great point.
Yeah.
Niagara, by the way, at strike. First one's good. They are 12th in the province from the free throw strike. 64% as a team this season. Mark Taylor's season, 74% from said line, 43% from the field, with about 6 points a game. Second good. Down to the final 90 seconds of the first quarter of play. Three-quarter trap look. Tillman. Poked. Here comes Taylor.
We got a push ball. Carter missed it. But, that was clean.
There was incidental contact. Apparently, is
right
at
there.
best.
Right there.
That might have been a warning on flop actually with the timeout call.
Yeah, but look at now. You see that chicken wing go out. He could have blew the whistle and said, "Hey, push on 8-3, 8 green." Got away with that though.
So timeout called on the floor. St. Clair wants it. Let's take a look at the last meeting. Niagara got the edge in said meeting. And keep in mind, 20 St. Clair turnovers that day in December.
Yeah. Going out to Niagara is like going out to Denver or Utah in the NBA, where it's just like, if you don't come ready and prepared, they gonna beat you pretty bad, which they did. And also the Saints had a follow-up game with the Mohawk Mountaineers, you know, that they were probably more interested in and more engaged with or in tune with. But you can't sleep on any battle. You gotta come prepared and motivated any given day, even in practice.
And in turn, Niagara looking to get a spark together here, down already by double digits. Minute 19 to go in the first quarter. Keep in mind when it comes to standings position, right now they are in a bit of a tight race with Fanshawe for seeding, but here's the big difference. They're fourth entering today and a tie for third, in fact, with Mohawk, the Knights are. A loss today could put them at risk of not having a home playoff game to start next round. Fanshawe currently fifth in the seeding. Deere, Loyick, working inside Tillman, backdoor.
Niagara Knights coaches are not happy with the reset of the shot clock because nobody had clean possession in the ball.
And now, Williams.
And the refs didn't even catch it either.
Dennis, front rim, second chance, no from Bleach.
I feel if I'm not, if I'm not coach, he might get a take. He might get a warning, one of those. Especially when his team is not coming to play. He's like, okay, I got to find some type of fire to light up in him.
Tillman on the bucket, by the way, 23-7. 7-second different shot clock and game clock. Cut ahead by Williams. Now resets back up for the line. Looking ahead. Wilton, one hand, picked up by 2-2. St. Clair trying to rush down the floor. Deere, three, no. 2-2, draws a whistle and two free throws with .2 to go in the quarter.
It's just a bad half for the Knights. A bad half. all you can do is regroup and control what you can control, and going into the second quarter.
You've seen a big reaction from the Knights side there.
Yeah, that's a good shot too. Thank you for that replay, WeTV family.
And now, that being said, Tutu's at the line after the Dennis foul, missing the first.
Make them count. Make them count. No, make them count. Look, you see, coach. He's still not happy about that. And he probably gonna let him hear it going into the next quarter. Let's see.
And second one's no good. The Knights shooting 7% so far. They trail 23-7 to the hometown Saints. You're watching Me Digital. More coverage coming up after the break.
Tickets are on sale now for the 17th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, April 30th. The Kubota Club will be filled with local athletes, teams, and coaches just waiting to hear their names announced as a nominee or this year's recipient. You'll even get to hear from golf legend Jack Nicklaus, but you have to have a ticket. Tickets are available at westbytickets@gmail.com. Don't wait, or you might just miss your chance to be a part of history.
But he was also an All-American, second team. This time to right. Forward back line this time.
Hits across the original line of scrimmage. Tackled just shy of the first down.
Burrell looks for a spot. Burrell shoots it and scores on the near side.
One mistake, ends up booking a trip to the prairies.
Last year, Jack Morris. This year, Jack Nicklaus. Back-to-back Jack at the 17th Annual Westby Awards, where we hand out the hardware to the best local athletes, teams, and coaches. We'd love to have you attend on Tuesday, April 30th at the Kubota Club. With limited seating available, mark your calendars. This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Coach Field.
We're back underway. The St. Clair Saints up 23-7 after a 1-for-15 shooting performance for the Knights in quarter one. Justin Prince alongside Jalen Harmon. Just talking to things over here. It's been a start. It's not a great start for the Knights offensively.
Good D. Way to stay down.
And they start at least with the bucket there. Reckley Jr., his first make.
All right, getting something to go. See if they wake up. Still a ton of game left, ladies and gentlemen. So, nothing to get flustered about if you're a supporter for the Knights. Incidental contact.
Yeah. Del Cruz trying to chase after it. Saints basketball. Here's a look at the last possession, though.
Yeah. Jab step action.
Tillman on the floor with Tia, Loyak, 2-2, Deer, the 5, stolen away, stolen back, Deer, and shot clock violation.
Yeah. Our clock work got to be better.
Yeah. So, Paul Carter is now giving a warning to the scorers table for the reset. And that was a conversation topic during the quarter break.
Yep, exactly. So you see it being addressed, so our shot clock family just needs to hold it down.
Looking around, it's Williams. Back out. This is Adrian Pacher. Taken away, Deer. Nearly taken away again. Loyak. Looks, keeps. Screen set by Tia. Tia rolls. Loyak keeps. Loyak floats. Loyak makes.
That's tough, boy. That's tough, Drewski. That's tough, boy.
Andrew Loyak's first made bucket today. Del Cruz working the play. Now it's Williams. Williams cuts, jabs, Euro step, hits the front of the rim.
Almost got that to go, but almost don't get you them buckets.
Transition, it's 2-2. Floating, more so leaning. No
I
good.
think I would have hit Mazin coming down the middle.
Williams. Now to Taylor.
Catch.
Taylor.
Oh,
No.
good rebound.
High tempo yet again. Just past 2 minutes into the second. 25-9. Tillman draws contact to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, JT. Good shot. Way to just elevate. Go straight up. Look at that. Spin move. And just go over here. Little touch.
They had to get something off there. That time they do. A substitution. Williams coming out as part of the stop here. Pager the foul.
The Saints look really strong coming out. Although Niagara hasn't really showed up just yet. Saints are still moving steady. You see a sense of urgency with this group right now, coming back from that weekend they had last week in the GTA. And getting through that trap game yesterday with Canador.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can play down to level competition.
Yeah.
And go up!
What? And he forgot there were three first. Free throws to her.
I forgot too. I'm like,
I think the only person who had the idea what was going on was the official.
shoot.
Tillman makes the third attempt. Wow.
He still should have finished it. Shoot.
It wouldn't have counted.
It would have been sweet. He punched that thing. He was stuck.
Nearly stolen away. By the way, it is more. Del Cruz, no. Reckley Jr., yes.
All right, he throwing some hands out there. I see it.
Reckley Jr., keep an eye on him on the matchups today on size 6'6".
Oh,
Batia stole it away.
JT.
Pajar this time. He gets the pass for three, grazing the rim and kicked out.
And here I go with my references or my comparisons. JT, give me a little Jaden Ivey kind of game. You know what I'm saying? Got that speed. You know, he got a little Jaden Ivey in him.
Gotcha. Vince Simon, by the way, back in. Deer, Loyak. 14 the shot clock. Vince Simon.
Good.
Tia walking, pumping. Vincent Simon floating, rolling away.
He might have been able to look opposite and hit JD in the corner. Oh, off his foot. His dribble's too close. His dribbles need to be in front of him.
More dribbling away. Here's a look one more time at the footwork we talked about with Loyak. He's done this all season. He's also got a really solid three-point shooting skill set. Loyak does. Tia in.
Oh yeah, Maz. Andrew he's just a hooper. When you go down the list of guys that are on our team, Andrew is one of those guys you can just put the label hooper on him. He got game and he gonna play basketball. He just know how to play.
Now, Pajar. Reckley Jr. Now out, it's more. Contested. No good. Picked up by Tia again.
Yep.
29-11. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Tia, hard screen up. Loyak, pass, bounces off 2-2 for the turnover.
You highlighted it earlier. You said they were shooting 27% from three. Yep.
St. Clair.
Niagara was
14% from three.
As a group, just overall on the season this year.
27 on the season.
Yeah. So.
And one of the things noticed throughout this game so far, St. Clair's been trying to crash the glass, focus on the offensive boards, but also free up that force Niagara to the three-pointers, and that seems to be a big part of this. Another steal. Simon, Deere, bullet pass, Tia.
That's an easy finish. Oh. Yeah, that's good transition offense, too. Really good transition offense.
Niagara getting ready to make more changes here. Now, Del Cruz. Pass back out to Dennis.
Oh.
And he draws contact. And a whistle. He's been one of the positives, though. I'll give that to Niagara.
Raheem gonna play some ball. Right? But I just love the urgency that we have as a collective right now.
Side here caught for his first personal, first team foul. Dennis now to the stripe again. Deere coming out in turn for Petty. Julu now also back in. Willis Paris back in. And off the back of the rim.
You gotta convert, especially when your team is down like this. You gotta, everything counts. Everything counts. Everything counts. You gotta knock that down.
Dennis taking his time this trip. In. And he's got one more. The Knights still down by 19 here. So at this point, how do you change up the structure?
You're Niagara?
This is not working.
We'll see. They're dropping back into man. I just, at the end of the day, as a coach, you can't go out there and play for your guys. You know, each man just has to hold himself accountable and say, hey, I got to figure out a way to impact this game and make sure we get in the best position to at least be in the game.
For reference, we're talking about the three-point shooting as well. That's now 2 for 9 for St. Croix, 1 for 10 for Niagara. Jumper inside,
And
good.
a little bit more of that. A little bit more of that. Just inch by inch, inch by inch. Oh, oh, oh,
And Stolen Petty recovers. Julu now pass down to the baseline. Fits it, Simon, good.
Yeah, just unfortunate. The ball didn't bounce Niagara's way. Saints capitalized. Good effort, good effort though.
33-14, quick play, good.
De La Cruz.
Del Cruz, remember last year, and that's going to be a carry.
He didn't call the first one. He didn't call the first one, so I think he just called it on the second dribble.
So here's look.
See, that wasn't a carry. That wasn't the carry right there. It was a dribble prior to that. My guy Timbo. Let's go, Bo. Come on.
Looking around, it's Ricketts Ewan.
Tim Stewart on the ball right now.
Now, lots of pressure, Ricketts Ewan. Trying to get the banker.
You got to finish that. You got to finish that. Good drop by De La Cruz. Way to play it.
Paris, Kijulu, baseline. Pass back to the low post. Reset back to Vincent Simon. Swan outside. Tim Stewart. Mid-range. Jay. Good.
Good touch, Bo. Good up fake. One dribble pull.
Tim Stewart keeps the gap to 19. And throw it away to Coach Mosley.
You hear him talking? You hear him? I like it. I like it. He talking. He said the boy shook right now. He's saying Niagara shook right now. I'm like, oh yeah.
It's getting chippy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But how's Niagara gonna respond?
Petty.
Penny Hardaway spin. I've seen it.
Back out to Tim Stewart. Has two defenders in front. Willis Paris finding some separation whistle. And 2 more free throws. Now it's Willis Paris.
I want to see Glenn pound dribble, go up and dunk that ball. It's senior night. It's senior night. Give everybody a show.
Quan Willis Paris, 5 years of eligibility through Willis Paris this season. 3 points per game. He's also been active on the glass with about 3 boards a game. Your thoughts on him in his final home start of the regular season?
Man, when I came in 2019, Glenn has definitely evolved as an athlete. He was just a perimeter, a post player for us. He could stretch the. I'm tripping. He was like a Rasheed Wallace for us, to be honest. Like, it's a good shot by one. But Glenn got that. He got that Rasheed Wallace role, or that's the type of player he is. He reminds me of, or Christian Wood, where he can stretch the floor, give you some blocks, give you some defense. Oh, little run.
Couple steals later, it's down to a 16-point deficit. Let's take a look at the OCA West standings entering today. As touched upon, lots of pressure in these standings because if St. Clair essentially gets a little bit of luck from Humber, but more so wins out, they basically lock up the first seed. Remember, they have 2 games less played compared to the Hawks, 1 less compared to the Mountaineers in that sandwich up top. Niagara, of course, today.
Yeah, that'll be 2 years in a row that the St. Clair Saints will clinch first place in the West Division. That's good, man. But ultimately, what you can see in that graphic is just in the standings that everybody touched one another. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can get touched, and both teams, all the teams have been through some adversity, and they persevered, got to the point to where they are, and they're looking to make that stride going into March.
And even yesterday, Canadore, keep in mind, they had it before this season, won a game in 3 years, have 3 wins themselves this year, and they're in the conversation with postseason.
Who? Canadore, what?
Canadore has 3 wins. They lost to St. Croix yesterday. It's going to be much harder now, but...
Oh, they ain't getting in the playoffs. It's over.
Nah.
It's over for them. But it's good they got 3 wins, though. It's good they got 3 wins.
They still have 2 more matchups to go for them. Panthers do, but Ju poked loose. More on that steal. Now, the spin. The drive blocked. Rickettsiwan reset. Then down Cruz.
Come on, Nani. Come on, Nani. Come on, Nani. Play good D. Come on, Nani. Yeah, Nani. Yeah, Nani. Yes.
Nani Julu rejects it. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
That's good defense by Nani. That's good. That's something I highlight in our film session.
Back along to the baseline. Moore forced to regroup. Bottom of the shot clock. Jumper.
Hey, that's a Nani Julu defensive possession right there. That whole clip. That whole possession. That's him.
Coming up to 2 minutes to go in the half. Remember, Don Pompa standing by for halftime coverage here on We the Doll. Petty.
Oh, no.
1-2. Got an off step. Now Vincent Simon. Pass to Willis Paris on the doorstep.
Good touch, G. Good ball movement, too.
And St. Clair not backing off on pressure. 2-2-1 zone press look. They back it up towards a 2-3 zone setup. To the corner. Good.
Bang, bang, bang. All right, Raheem. Making his presence felt.
They're starting to wake up. Willis Paris.
Good hands.
Tap out. Vincent Simon. Baseline. Back out to Willis Paris. Back to Ijulu. Back to Vincent Simon. What's passing everywhere? Stewart with 5. Floating. No good. Tap out picked up by Williams.
Need some spacing. We were too close. Oh, travel.
And, yep. Del Cruz caught for it there. Tillman rushing into the game. Just 1:04 to go in this half. Stewart out.
All right, yeah.
Jack, you got 23.
And Josiah Deere coming in. He's now in for Ijulu. What do you mean?
Oh. Okay, shout out to my guy Miles Hall. He's showing some love. Our former teammate.
Now, Deere. Tillman. Working. Back out to Deere. 3.
Oh! Bang, bang, bang! Jay Dizzy.
Josiah Deere with the splash. He's got 5 points so far tonight. About an 18-second different shot clock and game clock. Williams. That's contested. That's front rim. Trying to draw the jump ball, Vince Simon, and St. Clair wanted the jump ball. Niagara has the ball. And it looks like Niagara will take the timeout instead. The Knights want to talk it over. 41-23.
Not a lot of action. There's not a lot of action with this game, but I think because both teams have a playoff opportunity, you want to.
Yeah.
Hey, David, don't play for this team no more.
Well, hey, graphic designer getting creative, but that's more so I think the emphasis on how they've done defensively in the West.
Yeah. No, they get their shots up, and then overall St. Clair got size, so they're impacting the boards, and they can deflect some shot attempts as well. Shout out David Gomez too, by the way.
Yeah, he was in attendance the last home stint for the St. Clair Saints. We'll see what the St. Clair Saints do out of the huddle here with the advantage up to 18 again.
Hey, big shout out to him though, because he part of the reason I'm even sitting here with you, Justin, for real. So yeah, big shout out to bro.
Explain a bit of the backstory there when it comes to Gomez Jr. then.
Oh, we attended the same junior college in Michigan,
right.
Macomb Community College.
So how'd that come out to be where you
What?
found out about that, or?
Well, he came out here and then I came up to visit him a few times. That's my bro, so I just came to show him some love, and eventually led to me coming to here and play for the Saints program.
Wow.
And here we are.
Here we are indeed.
And I'm very thankful. Very thankful.
Shot clock is off. The ball going out of bounds. Side deer waiting to come back into the ball game. And now the officials talking it over with trying to sort everything out here. It is Niagara ball, I believe. And Deere says, no thank you, I don't want to come in now. He now walks back to the bench. Williams for three outside. It's more front rim.
Come on, get a shot up, get a shot up, get a shot up.
It's the last shot of the quarter if they can get it. Petty, close. Front rim. There was an attempt, but 41-23 at the half is your score. You're watching We Did It All. Tom Papa coming up after the break.
Tickets are on sale now for the 17th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, April 30th. The Kubota Club will be filled with local athletes, teams, and coaches just waiting to hear their names announced as a nominee or this year's recipient. You'll even get to hear from golf legend Jack Nicklaus, but you have to have a ticket. Tickets are available at westbytickets@gmail.com. Don't wait, or you might just miss your chance to be a part of history.
But he was also an All-American, second team. And this time to right. Or back line this time.
Gets across the original line of scrimmage. Tackled just shy of the first down.
Burrell looks for a spot. Burrell shoots it and scores on the near side.
One mistake, end up booking a trip to the prairies.
Welcome back to the St. Clair College Sportsplex in Windsor, Ontario. OCAA men's basketball action. A very good half of basketball for the men's basketball team as they host the Niagara Knights. You can see the 18-point cushion they've built for themselves. Christian Segan, the hardworking assistant coach of the Saints, joins us. I'm guessing the coaching staff has to be pretty happy with that half of basketball, Christian?
Yeah, you know, they got us earlier this year. We went there, we were a little sleepy and got off the bus and just weren't ready to play a game. We wanted to get our get back today, like we always say, and it was a good first half. We're switching defenses a lot, and that led to success for us. I think we're keeping them guessing. The lineup we started with, a senior day kind of lineup, but we had a lot of length out there, as you noticed, and the zone worked early, and then when the guys came into the game that usually start, we just kept building off of that. So offense was pretty good, but again, like I said a million times before, if our defense is good, that's when we're a championship basketball team.
To hold a team of this caliber, though, Christian, to 23 points in the first half really makes a statement. How well did the defense play?
They played amazing. You know, we're rebounding. They're a pretty good offensive rebounding team. They get about 14 of those a game and limit them in that regard and just making them think, you know, switching up defenses. That way every time they come down the court, they have to do a different set to try to beat us. When our guys are locked in and we can switch on makes, misses, things like that, and we can execute both defenses, that's when we're really dangerous. Let our guards play free in the front court, add some pressure to whatever they're doing, and we got a lot of good defensive players on this team.
Yeah, we're just looking at some offensive action there, and again, on the flip side of it, you put up 41 in the first half, and of course, I think everybody in the OCA, if not all of Canada, knows that this St. Clair team can put the points up.
Yep.
Offensively, what did you think of the effort that way?
I thought we did a really good job. Guys playing unselfish, looking to get others involved. They're giving us the high post and those zone looks. We're hitting it a lot. Honestly, a couple more shots go down, we probably are up 50, or we're probably at 50 or more points. So we shoot a lot of threes, but we're a very good offensively spread team. Let everyone eat. Don't focus on one guy, and then you can get Chad and those guys going as the game goes on. But we firmly believe we have 9 guys that can score the ball, and we're going to keep letting other guys shoot the ball. We're going to rely on our depth down the stretch here.
Coach Segan, a lot was anticipated in this game because of the implications that could come out of it. Obviously, every game becoming so much more important now for playoff position, things like that. The men are in really good shape, and I'm guessing that, again, the coaching staff is just telling the guys basically, we control our destiny here.
As far as we're concerned, our playoff journey started right after that Humber loss.
Okay.
We lost that game, and in that locker room we said, okay, I don't care when the playoffs actually start, they start today for us. So as of last night, we figured our playoff and our national run is going to start, and we are having losing as an unacceptable thing. We're at the point of the season, you fall asleep one game, you lose, that's it. It's the OCAA. Nothing's guaranteed no matter how much better we are than a given team. It's basketball, man. One of the things I love about this sport is when you walk into a gym, anything can happen, right? So as far as we're concerned, playoffs has already been started, and we're looking to make a run this year.
Yeah, and to your point, no disrespect to Canada, but Canada beat Niagara this year.
Yep.
And that's why your point is so very valid.
Exactly.
Canada are just 3 wins so far. And last night, of course, we saw them, and it was a little bit of a lopsided game, but just the same. On any given night, it can happen. With all that, and you mentioned the playoff mode. I get that.
Yep.
Is the team playing its best basketball? Like, is it where you and the coaches want this team to be?
The Toronto weekend is always a struggle for us, it seems like, and that's a historic thing at St. Clair College. We played a really good fourth quarter at Sheridan, and we kind of laid an egg at Humber. Last night was great. I think we executed. No matter who we play, we have to execute our stuff, and we did. Today's a great showing of our defense. Last night only allowing 55. I don't care who we're playing. 55 points in 10-minute quarter games is pretty impressive. We're on pace to keep these guys under 50, and I think that's got to be the team goal going into it. But yeah, I think we're very close to playing our best basketball. I think guys are bought in at the right time, and again, this is the time to start the run. Last year we didn't lose a game all the way up to the national semi, and we lost on a tip-in, right?
Don't remind me.
Yeah.
I remember watching it, and I was just like pounding on things, like what the heck here?
So it's a good time to get going. Let the rest of the league kind of beat each other up and just worry about us, and I think we're very close to our best basketball right now.
Well, if they bring your intensity, I think we'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff, Coach Segan. I appreciate the time, and
yes, sir.
Good luck in the second half.
Appreciate it.
All right, so that's the story with the Saints in this first half. Again, a very solid first half of basketball against a very good Niagara team. So, when they come in focused like that, and I was talking to a couple people before the game, and they asked me about St. Clair, and I said, you know what, if they bring their A game, every game, they're going to be a real tough team to beat, and we saw a good example of it in the first half, but you know what, there's still a whole half of basketball here, and again, Niagara's a very good team, so don't go away, stick around, because I'm not expecting Niagara in any way to fold up the shop here. I think they're going to probably come out just that much harder. A quick timeout, and speaking of Niagara, we'll check in with them, get their thoughts on everything that's happened up to this point. You're watching OCAA men's basketball on We Digital Productions.
Tickets are on sale now for the 17th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, April 30th. The Kubota Club will be filled with local athletes, teams, and coaches just waiting to hear their names announced as a nominee or this year's recipient. You'll even get to hear from golf legend Jack Nicklaus, but you have to have a ticket. Tickets are available at westbytickets@gmail.com. Don't wait, or you might just miss your chance to be a part of history.
College, rather. But he was also an All-American, second team in that. This time to right. Forward back line this time.
Gets across the original line of scrimmage. Tackle just shy of the first down.
Burrell looks for a spot. Burrell shoots it and scores on the near side.
One mistake, and the booking a trip to the prairies.
Last year, Jack Morris. This year, Jack Nicklaus. Back-to-back Jack at the 17th Annual Westby Awards, where we hand out the hardware to the best local athletes, teams, and coaches. We'd love to have you attend on Tuesday, April 30th at the Kubota Club. With limited seating available, mark your calendars. This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Continue on with our halftime report here at the Sportsplex at St. Clair College. We are featuring men's basketball action here this afternoon. The Saints out to a good start here, leading 41-23 over the Niagara Knights. But as I mentioned before the break, don't count this one done. I'm sure the Knights are going to work that much harder in the second half. Very pleased to be joined by Laquan Siri-Hilton, the fourth-year assistant coach here with the Knights. Thanks for doing this with us, Coach. And quick thoughts about that first half.
Man, we got off to a slow start for sure. Their defensive intensity has been different, definitely. So they came out hungrier than us, and they threw the first punch. We weren't able to answer and capitalize. I feel like our defense is getting stops, but we're not finishing, we're not scoring. So just looking to be more aggressive offensively and play in transition a little bit more.
How concerned are you, Coach, with the shooting in that first half? And you kind of alluded to it there, not scoring. Was it because St. Clair's defense was that intense, or is it just where the guys are just not feeling, got that rhythm that they'd like to have?
For sure. So, I mean, we don't typically shoot the three ball well on this season. But we do have capable shooters. We trust our guys to be able to knock down shots. We're getting good looks, just not knocking them down. So hopefully that changes in the second half.
St. Clair has a pretty deep roster, Coach. Is there any way you can combat that? Do you key on one guy or two guys perhaps? But because of their depth, how difficult is that?
Yeah, for sure. I think St. Clair is definitely a deep squad. I feel like our team is really deep as well. So we just have to be able to answer when they're, they're knocking down shots. They shot 54% from the field and 30 from the three. So we got to just make sure our defensive intensity is there and we're getting the stops and then capitalizing on offense.
Solid campaign up to this point, Coach. 11-5 coming into this one. Overall thoughts about the season up to this point, and how anxious are you to get to the playoffs?
For sure, definitely anxious to get to the playoffs, but we're focused on the battles that are in front of us right now with St. Clair in the second half and then Sheridan up next. But definitely a good season thus far. We're battling. It's coming down to the West. We always know what happens. Wild West. You know what I mean? So it's gonna come down to our last games for sure for us and a couple other teams. So just looking forward to that and the finish.
All right, Coach, I'll let you get back to the team. Really appreciate your time. Continued success to you and Coach Mosley, and hopefully a good run for you guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
That's the hard-working assistant coach of the Niagara Knights, Laquan Siri-Hilton, doing a good job with this team. Again, they have them in a good playoff position at 11-5, and again, I'm anticipating a much different second half here, despite the Saints leading here by 18. I know this Niagara team is just not going to fold, and I'm sure the St. Clair coaching staff has warned their guys about that. When we do come back, we'll get back into our play-by-play team. Justin Prince and Jalen Harmon will have some numbers for you, and they'll have the call of the second half. This is OCAA men's basketball action on We Digital Productions.
Last year, Jack Morris. This year, Jack Nicholas. Back-to-back Jack at the 17th Annual Westby Awards, where we hand out the hardware to the best local athletes, teams, and coaches. We'd love to have you attend on Tuesday, April 30th at the Komodo Club. With limited seating available, mark your calendars. This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Every child should learn how to swim, for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's swim team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
College rather. But he was also an All-American, second team in that. This time to right. Forward back line this time.
Gets across the original line of scrimmage. Tackled just shy of the first down.
Burrell looks for a spot. Burrell shoots it and scores on the near side.
One mistake, and the booking a trip to the prairies.
Tickets are on sale now for the
Welcome back, everyone, to Windsor. Score after the half, 41-23, St. Clair. Prince Jalen Harmon with you as we get set for the second half of play. Let's take a look at some of the highlights where Josiah Deere started off with some solid shooting tonight. He ended up having 5 points in the first half of play. As a matter of fact, 3 trays dropping for St. Clair. The big storyline, though, the hustle plays. How many points off turnovers? 17-4, the difference for St. Clair over Niagara.
Yeah, man. Anytime you turn the ball over, in general, it's not going to pan out well for your group. So you want to make sure that you're keeping the ball, in good quality hands, and that you get a good shot up.
Now, how do you maintain this run here in the second half?
You don't settle and you don't get complacent on what happened in the first half. Second half is just like, all right, new focus. Understanding that now Niagara, they don't got nothing to lose at this point. They're like, we just trying to find something, so we're willing to do whatever. So you just gotta be like, okay, we got to make good shots, take good shot selections, but also be solid on defense too.
Back and away, Niagara with possession to start, led by Raheem Dennis off the bench with 9 points, 2 for 5 shooting. Working around, it's Williams, rolling it, and a kick ball is the call. On the court for them as well, Mark Taylor alongside Caden Stewart. Kenneth Reckley Jr. also in. Rounding out the grouping is Ricketts Ewan.
See, just like
and
that.
Again.
Good. Oh, come on.
Thrown away, and Chad Vincent Simon not happy. So he's on the floor alongside Dornell Petty, Money Ujulu, Glenn Willis Paris, and round 5, Josiah Deere.
See, we wanna come up with those, man. Once we get that steal, we gotta make sure we get that ball, outlet it, and we can finish with a dunk.
Down to 7 on the shot clock. Outside for 3, it's Reckley rolling away. Here come the Saints again. Vincent Simon works it back to Willis Paris. Throw him back to Vincent Simon. 10 on the shot clock. Open paint. Petty scanning, taking just off the front rim. St. Clair not allowing Niagara to get established on pressure.
Oh.
And poked loose. And they say Niagara poked it themselves.
Yeah. Gotta take care of the basketball, man. If you want any chance of coming back in this game, don't need any turnovers whatsoever.
Petty trying to get a screen. Jewel makes the cut. Reset to Deere. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Ujulu for the 3. Good.
Nani. Bang, bang, bang.
Nani Ujulu with the tray. St. Clair with the largest lead now, 21. Taken up by Petty after the air ball. Given to Deere. Back to Petty. Petty getting trapped. And the whistle. And believe it was a foul. Yes, it is. It is a holding call.
One thing I would say, once you get in those positions, you want to try not to pick up your dribble. If you notice, guards when they always got their dribble. You want to keep your dribble. You never want to pick it up because you can get hemmed up just like Dar did.
Darrell, by the way, calling for the personal, his first. With that. On the shot clock. Down to 3. Down to 2. Willis Paris. Swish.
Bang, bang, bang. Scraping the ground. We'll let him know.
I have a feeling he knew about the exact spikey gesture.
Yeah. Yes, he knew he was letting that go. Oh, retaliation. Reggie. Come on.
That's Reggie Williams' first bucket today. Third-year player from Toronto. Went to Richfield. Just past 2 minutes through. 47-26 St. Clair, your score. Up the floor, Taylor. Be able to find the pass. Riccatelli forced to regroup.
Reggie.
Pass back up for the reset to
Step
Williams.
Good defense, Dar. Get a hand up.
And lots of traffic.
Oh, what did they call it? They probably got Dar underneath. It wasn't a block. It was Dar underneath.
Was Paris coming in with a hard block, but and you're right in terms of the foul. Looks like to be on Darnell Petty. And coming out this time is Ricketts Ewan. Into the game is Moore. Is at the line is Reggie Williams. Plays in the first half. 0 for 4 from the field. He also had 3 rebounds and an assist, but 4 turnovers. Looking to clean that up in the second half.
Yes. If you're the Knights, you need Reggie to be a catalyst for this group.
This time, 7's good. 47-26.
And you know who also has been quiet for the Knights is Caden. They need Caden to wake up a little bit too.
Was Paris outside Tulu. Was Paris back again. From initial pokes.
Tough. Okay. All right. I'd like to see a little bit more of that.
The lead extended up to 22. Now, back around. Whistle. Back the other way.
Oh, look at Dar talking to him. Oh, my. Dar is hilarious. That's a tough lay by G.
Well, Paris starting to feel it. Here's the officials have talked with Darnell Petty after his tucking. Nearly poked away. Deere, 2 men in his face.
Drop.
Doesn't matter.
Bang, bang, bang. Uh-oh. They getting settled out here. They getting real comfortable. The Saints need, the Knights need something. The Knights need something to go now. Probably got to come from Raheem or, yep, there it is.
Up top, Williams, no. Second chance, block. No wait, whistle. 2 free throws.
So that's you want to build on that.
We just got some score line updates. The St. Clair Saints picked up straight sets victories against Bordeaux in both men's and women's volleyball. The women's seeding, based on the crossover round, appears to be La Cité, depending on what all the structuring looks like for next weekend.
All right.
The men's side is still up in the air because there are several matchups currently going on.
All right. Exciting news, exciting times.
And the second free throw off the front rim. Petty. Was Paris. Vincent Simon. 3. No. Second chance for Vincent Simon. How about the moves? And it looks like it's St. Clair basketball. 11 on the shot clock still. Almost halfway to the quarter. Vincent Simon. Dribble. Sets. Drives. Contact to the line.
That's a strong take by Chad right there. That's a really strong take.
And he'll go to the line to shoot once again. As mentioned, coming into the weekend, 20 points per game, about 5 rebounds a game. He's also been extremely difficult to get past when it comes to his defensive prowess because he's gotten plenty of steals already this weekend.
Oh yeah, Chad. Chad is evolving. I think that's an area of his game. I believe that if he continues to develop and grow in defensively, man, a heck of a player he can become.
5 steals yesterday alone. Williams. Back to the corner. Moore.
And it's not always the steals, you know what I'm saying? It's just understanding the rotations of the defense, you know, just understanding where to be. Yeah. Oh, and throw it to Timbo family over there.
And I think the family members couldn't believe it went to them.
That's the family of Tim Stewart. Family of Tim Stewart sitting courtside. His grandmama down there. Look at him. And Pops up below, top left. He looked just like his Pops. I know it.
5:23 to go in the third. 53-28. Able to avoid one reach. Now it's Bleach. Front rim. Check. Second chance Morris. He takes it himself. Dennis on the bucket. Oh! Chucked across. Now back to the baseline. Vincent Simon. Oh, wanted to reach and now a whistle. That took him home. And now a double dribble.
I didn't think he took that. I don't know. It's a no call on that charge tape. He might have got a flopping warning. I ain't gonna lie. I know they gave me that last year for sure.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I want to give credit to Paul Carter, who's the crew chief for today. He'll talk things through with the play. At least it's seen with the players. That's short. Out of bounds. Tillman.
JT,
coming in.
Mazin, and Drewski.
So they all come in with Betty. Staying in. Willis Paris coming out. Chad Vincent Simon's the 5th of those players. Just want to get the count right. The reason he was disappearing for a moment, he went behind the doghouse to get the ball. Dia. Now the drive. Tillman. No. Picked up by Bleach on the board. Now, size up Stewart. That doesn't go, and another whistle.
I like to see Caden continue to try to be aggressive. They need him to start taking shots and try to get the attention of the Saints defense.
Calling a push, by the way. Didn't get a full signal on which player, but it is 3 personals for St. Clair. Out of bounds again, and it's flipped. Niagara ball. And Del Cruz. High screens.
Give me that.
Blocked by Tia. And wow, that's the first I've seen of a wedgie off of one of the floor keepers.
Yeah. Let's do that out of there. We're not accepting none of that.
Still 6 on the shot clock. 3, 2, 3. No good. Tillman rebound. So at this point,
space it.
Loyick, corner.
Ooh,
contact.
Yeah. He got it. He ain't put it down.
Stewart with his third.
He ain't like that.
And I mean, would you like a player landing on top of your shoulder while standing up?
And then getting called for a travel?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. Here's a look. And yes, you see the signal right there. It is travel called. And a timeout on the floor by St. Clair. Here's a look at those matchups again. Remember, for volleyball, 2 and 4:30 on February the 10th. A busy playoff day for crossover action. Again, the projections look towards Lizzie Day for one. We'll see for the other. Here's the St. Clair swag you can get at the store.
They selling backpacks now? Okay.
Yes. Don't you like backpacks and snapback hats?
Yeah. All right.
They also have some nice Nike sweaters.
I'll be glad when they get to the point of selling jerseys. That'd be sweet.
That's a discussion in of itself that you'd have to have with the league office.
Yeah, and jackets, bomber jackets. That'd be hard too. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing that out there now.
Do the players have bomber jackets?
For whoever's listening. No, I got one, but that would be sweet for the community to have some bomber jackets available unto them. I think that'd be sweet. I think that's next.
Under 4 minutes to go in the third. Del Cruz lined up alongside Bleach. He's joined this time by Dennis Stewart, rounding out the 5 more. Out of the shot clock. Del Cruz out.
Oh, good contest.
Front rim.
Ooh, he's sky for that contest. I like that. And that's good help by Tutu Galdo.
Stolen. No, Vincent Simon spins and tries to find Tillman. Pass to himself. Back out to Tutu, rather to Tia. Now it's Tillman.
Ooh.
Rebound, back outside, swing.
What a luxury to have on your team.
Oh, blocked inside, second. I don't even know how many chances I had at this point. This is how miscombobulated it's getting.
Look at 14, man. Just being an animal down there. Man, I wish we had him last year. Shoot.
Well, he's been ferocious this season. Now he's still alive.
Yeah, he is. Just being an animal down there, grabbing everything off the rim. Now, this is where I want to see him improve. He should be getting at least 30 of these a day.
And he misses the first of 2. Now, Tia on the season is shooting 52% from the line. Makes the second, though. But does have about 12.5, 13 points per game entering today. Also 7 boards. About 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Pass back along. That is Batich Utek.
Hey, you know what? I want to piggyback on that 52% that Tia is shooting.
Yeah.
If he put the time in at the free throw line or after practice, after games, and he starts to develop a consistency, you could potentially see him demanding the ball a lot more in the post or just throughout the game. Because just like, I know I can knock these free throws down, and I know they ain't got no other choice but to foul me.
Exactly. He's been a ferocious player to stop in the first place. Now, 8 on the shot clock. Del Cruz. Pass back out. Williams cutting, driving. No good. Tia on the board, and here comes his swipe on pace. 2-2, Tia. Bucket,
yes.
Good.
Good.
56-31.
What's Griff saying? Oh, you pointed him out when he came in here. You can see him on the baseline down there, ladies and gentlemen. He might be settling.
Oh my goodness, he's bra. Here comes the play back outside for Williams for 3. Good. He might need to put that blanket away for a moment. And yes, you're seeing that right in the corner.
Oh, he's going bad.
Stow it away. Niagara's responding.
Give me that!
With a Tillman block in front.
Run back!
Del Cruz put back.
Run back, Green. Run back. Yeah, Griff over there asleep.
Wow.
Saying interesting.
56-36, under 2 minutes to go. No good, out of the touch, and off of Tia. Now, you know how creepy it is to have someone sleep wide open?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo. He talking about this team boring me, bro.
You're not the one saying. I think that's Griff saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what Griff on. That's crazy. Wake him up then, Reggie. Okay.
For the wake up. No.
Griff said, I'm still asleep. I'm still asleep. I'm still asleep.
Well, yep. Tillman. Now it's 2-2 floor.
Ooh, a touch from heaven.
The Knights trying to run up quick. 4-3, it's more. Rolling away.
Oh, Griff still asleep. You see him patting his mouth over there, yawning.
So, as it's tapped out and more changes, Taylor coming in. what is going to be said here in terms of what's the message you would say outside of the Charles Davis Madden lineup screaming "Wake up"?
If I'm Niagara's coach, you know, all you can do is just say, y'all finish. Like, you know, the end of the practice runs, you finish those, you know, and this is one of those situations where all you can do is just cross that finish line, man, and take one possession at a time. You try to build on your offensive efficiency by running your offense and getting good quality shots, and also defensively. Now, I would make adjustments. I would try to switch to a 1-3-1. I would go to a 2-3, 3-2. I'd experiment at this point, to be honest.
By the way, the reason there's trip to the stripe is 2-2, had a defensive foul, and it's another 1-for-2.
You make St. Clair show you that they're a sound team and that they're able to make adjustments on the fly.
Yeah.
It has to become a bit of a chess match at this point.
It seems like St. Clair had the book ready. Tillman for good.
Shoot. And they know they look when you guard them man to man, they're comfortable. It's when you throw the zones at the Saints, when you force them to have to move without the ball and to flash and to make necessary cuts. That's when you can challenge them.
Shot clock is off. Boyack wants some help. He looks on the roll, passed out to Deere, takes the three,
that's easy.
makes it.
Bang, bang, bang. That's easy. That's easy. That's easy.
To end the quarter.
Good contest, Jay.
No. Well, your score after three, 64-37. St. Clair continuing to control this one.
Tickets are on sale now for the 17th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, April 30th. The Kubota Club will be filled with local athletes, teams, and coaches just waiting to hear their names announced as a nominee or this year's recipient. You'll even get to hear from golf legend Jack Nicklaus, but you have to have a ticket. Tickets are available at westbytickets@gmail.com. Don't wait, or you might just miss your chance to be a part of history.
But he was also an All-American, second team in this time to right. Forward back line this time.
Gets across the original line of scrimmage. Tackled just shy of the first down.
Burrell looks for a spot. Burrell shoots it and scores on the near side.
One mistake, and the booking a trip to the prairies.
Well, Griff is having fun.
He woke up for a second.
And back to bed goes Griff. It's 64-37. Just Prince Jalen Harmon with you. And it's been all St. Clair. What else can you say?
Man, let's finish strong. Both teams.
Tillman, 2-2. 2-2 on the spin. Back out to Deere. Is Loic in the corner.
Okay.
Tillman.
Okay. Oh, what the hell? I do something on the screen. Good D.
2-2 sizing up. 2-2 driving. 2-2 blocked up the glass, but the put back there.
No follow he grabbed that.
And even when the checkbox goes the way of Niagara on defense.
Yeah. But that's also a sign to say, you see what happens when that ball goes up to the rim? It can come off and make sure you got a body around and get that rebound. Oh, good pass.
And a whistle. Rockley Jr. drawing at this time.
Just extra body attending to that shot that goes up, falls into the hands of Saint, and puts it in.
And Leaf Tia on the contact this time. So free throws for Reckley Jr. By the way, as you've seen, the score's not been tied since there was no score. It's St. Clair has led this entire game.
I like those. I like those pop-ups right there, WeTV family. I like that. That's good.
66-39, about a minute through the fourth quarter. St. Clair has outright dominated since the start. Tillman.
Oh, the second time.
3-point free throw.
The second time he got fouled on a 3-point shot. But you know what I'm saying, there's just hasn't been any adjustments made on the Niagara side, and that's hurt them. That's hurt them. You know, just watching film, you know, when Sheridan came in here, and just recently the Sheridan game, you know, they played zone. They went 1-3-1. They went 2-3. Now the 1-3-1 ended up working. You know, that's something that I haven't seen the Saints be able to deal with or adjust to throughout the course of the season. And I was kind of looking for more teams to, you know, be in, like, have that detail and have that understanding of their lack of response or to that set zone. And you haven't seen it much thrown at them, but if I were to be a coach, that's something I would throw at them, and I'd have to make them show me that they can move that ball around.
So in turn, 2 for 3 free throws made, and lead 28 now for St. Clair.
Because truthfully, if they figure that zone out and they understand how to move without the ball, you're just not beating them.
4 free throws coming up. Tia again on the contact. And this time to the line, Adrian Pager, second-year guard from Grimsby. Niagara, mind you, still has one more game left on their season after today. And keep in mind, they have to put their focus next on Sheridan. That's not going to be an easy matchup. You'd have to think either to close out their schedule on Wednesday.
Sheridan team was sleepy too. You don't expect for them to be as competitive as they are, but they're figuring it out.
Tillman gets the screen, pulls up again, and short. Etek on the board.
Tough shot.
Tough reads the roads. Tough pass down. Contested Tia
I'm
block.
finna meet you up here. My hand's already up here. I'm waiting on that shot to go up. Give me that.
13 still on the shot clock.
Oh, Drew.
And Pager not able to receive the page. And stolen away by Stewart. 2-2. Bodies up. Man's up.
Come on.
Third chance. Pager. Floater. No.
They ain't got nothing going for them.
In that type of a game today. 2-2. Good for the low post.
This might be the lowest point total I've seen St. Clair get.
That's a great point because...
And in a while, man, I'll be honest. I don't think I've been a part of any games where we holding teams of 41 in the fourth.
And out of bounds once again. The last time St. Clair held a team into the 40s was at Fanshawe. 96-49 was the final score that day. Fanshawe lost that said game, has to be said.
Makes sense.
Right now, Tim Stewart back in. Now it's 1-2-2-2. Bounces away. Stewart tries to float it down and throw it away. Here comes Stewart.
Oh, goodness.
Whoa. Santia, count it.
Whoa. What a find that was.
And that got a lot of people stand.
Oh, my. That pass was really nice.
Tia, by the way, 14 points. And St. Clair signaling they want to make some substitutions. Instead, they'll make a timeout. They'll talk it over. 71-41.
That was a nice look.
Your thoughts?
You know, at this point, you just do what you need to do to close out the game. If I'm Niagara, just don't lay down. I mean, at this point, you can't lay down. You still got to fight. You think St. Clair gonna stop? Not at all.
Here's a look at Josiah Deere, and his totals coming in today: 15 points a game, 5 rebounds a game so far for him. He's also had 11 points on the scoreboard.
Yep.
He's been one of the team's leading scorers.
This is a good. Hey, yeah, hey, let's go, let's get it, let's get it.
I think Griff's going back to bed. Wow.
But no, this is a good team weekend for the Saints thus far.
71-41 for the N1 completion. No, it's a lane violation.
Come on, Mass. Look, they're giving you another opportunity. Now make them count. Good shot.
Give him credit. Yeah, smile on his face the whole time. Willis Paris is back in. So, about 3 minutes through this fourth quarter. Now looking around, a part of those now back in is Tarleton. And move back around to Pedro. High post, back outside, Tarleton. 4 on the shot clock. Outside, the cut, Stewart, inside layup, rolls through.
A little reverse action by Caden. There we go.
Stewart looking for the yo-yo.
They're trapping, bro. They're trapping.
And trying to get it off some bodies. Instead, it's kicked off Loyick. Willis Paris to the floor. Everybody to the floor.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We might be down 72-43, but I love that we diving on the ground. And we up 72-43, and we still diving on the ground. I applaud both plays, both efforts.
6:28 to go in the fourth. Niagara basketball. Switch to man for now. Loyick immediately switches up top, though.
Man, I got to applaud Drew, man. He's been holding it down. When teams try to put him on the island, he's sliding his feet. He's getting in the stance, keeping the guys in front, making them take retreat dribbles, making them swing the ball back out to the perimeter. Man, that's good.
There's the swing. There's the miss. There's the rebound. And the battle. Ripped down by Tarleton. Back to Pager. Outside Stewart. 3. Good.
Good shot.
Thank you, Griff. I was worried. Stewart on the front rim.
Shorty.
Back outside, Tarleton. Stewart.
Good D, Nani. Good D, Nani.
Rim, no good. Willis Paris on the board.
Nani wasn't going for any of that. He's been having a good, sound defensive. Oh, that's a foul, right?
Doesn't matter. 2-2.
Look at JT. Look at JT. He liked that. He liked that.
I mean, when they're falling, they're falling.
At this point, the Saints can go to their bench, too. And get their guys in there.
Rackley Jr. fading. That falls.
Niagara getting their guys in. And I want to shout out the guys that don't get as much playing time, throughout the course of the year. Ultimately, your team wouldn't be a team if it wasn't for those guys that come in and day out and compete. Second team guys throughout the weekend.
Julu for 3. Good.
Bang, 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 bang. Ujulu, Anani.
And the Knights trying to finish out strong. The way things are holding, Niagara to fall to 11-6. 3 good from Pager. St. Clair to 13-3 unless there is a magical comeback. And hold on, the re-inbound here.
We're getting our subs in.
And no, it's Niagara ball. Did they say 5-second violation?
Or no, he might have stepped over the line to inbound. He probably stepped over it.
Well, timeout St. Clair regardless, as why not talk it over? This is a big win in terms of some of the standing positioning. What's the mindset now? You keep in mind for St. Clair, they still have a couple games to go, not just the one.
Where they got to go where?
Yeah, Willis Parents crossed the line.
Yeah. Where are those games?
If we can look back one more time.
I know, I saw it.
Yeah.
Where are we going next? Where are they headed to?
Well, to answer your question, St. Clair is going to Conestoga and Redeemer back-to-back Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Here's your player matchup since the start of the second half. Benton Simon 13, Dennis 12.
Yeah.
Or rather, at start second half.
Yeah. Finishing up at Conestoga and Redeemer. Winnable games. But this is how we win at this point. You know, obviously we're solid enough to come out of these games with a victory, but there's a standard that we have set and that we want to exceed. I keep reiterating, you know, as we go into March, your preparation has to be different. You can't just go into games relying on our talent, you know, or relying on our experience. No, we got to prepare different, and that's the biggest knock against our program is that we don't prepare the right way.
Good there, 77-53. Now Munsel's in for St. Clair after the timeout. Ready Maslow. Moyak, bounce pass received. 8 in the shot clock. Corner, Ijilu again. 3, good.
Bang, bang, Anani. Yep.
80-53. Pager. Now, indication. Del Cruz. Works around a screen or two. Back to the baseline. Outside, Pager. Does he get the lucky bounce?
Come on, Rody.
Rip back down low on the rebound.
Yeah, Rody.
Hernandez battle for the ball, and everybody squeezing. St. Clair jump ball.
Good job, Rody.
And a couple more changes here coming in for St. Clair. Here's the look.
Shout out my guy, Rody Mazalou, man. Rodizzle, yeah, he a Windsor legend for real. He has some holy name stints, man. He's crazy, but on the soccer field and on the basketball court. You know Rody around these parts. I step out, go get my haircut, man. Is asking me about Rody, man. I love it. That's my guy.
Well, Adam is now in terms of Maslow.
Yeah, his cousin.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Malcolm Perrin also in.
Oh, he gonna hear about that later on at dinner table.
And the drive, no good.
Oh, shoot.
Second chance.
Oh, look at that. Look how they attacking that rebound.
And Adam Maslow in the vicinity.
Who's inbounding? T-color.
I'm already talking about, bro, you got to lead me to the rim, bro.
Believe Niagara inbound here. Yes, it is. Up on the shot clock. Looking around, Tarleton. And count and a foul.
Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. You get a glimpse of the future right now, Knight supporters. You get a glimpse of the future, see what it's looking like. You know, and you know, all you can do as a teammate in these instances and what you're going through, the type of game that you have, is just be up there to clap your guys up. You gotta clap your guys up, let them know we still here, we still a family. Oh, good rebound, Malcolm.
Perrin rips it down after the missed free throw. Rody gives it off to Stewart. Now Adam. Back to Rody.
Hey, Malcolm he's springy.
Oh, the whistle. And it goes against Niagara. Alina Del Cruz calling the personal. His first. 13 foul. So in who would you say will be the player of the game for St. Clair? For St. Clair today, rephrase.
Call me all guard. Player of the game today. Sheesh. Who stood out today? You can go, Chad. I'd say Chad would be the guy, to be honest. Who you got?
That's a good question. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, I think overall it was a team effort. It's hard to just single out one guy. You know what I'm saying?
A collective effort.
Yeah.
The past two games, really. Jumper, Buffon, doesn't fall.
That's a really good pump fake.
And up the floor go the Knights. Going up for three, front of the rim.
Come on.
Stewart. Now inside Parrott. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. I love that. I love that. I love that. Oh, my boy Malcolm scored, man. I like that. I like that. He's sweet. It's like he got a rawness about him that if he get in the gym and he work on his game, man, he can develop into something for real. A really solid piece.
Under 90 seconds to go in this one. Now it's more. Down low on the cut. Good.
And see, in those instances, you just got to understand. You got to personnel. You got to understand personnel. I would make him. I'll take away that pass. You gonna have to finish this.
Just on the bucket and tapped out of bounds. Minute 4 to go. Again, mind you, Niagara still has one game remaining on their respective schedule against Sheridan. That'll be 6 p.m. on the Wednesday. The road games for Conestoga Redeemer for St. Clair's final two matchups.
Come on.
Essentially in the driver's seat to get the one spot in the West. Jumper doesn't drop. Now it's more. Fading, missing.
Good rebound, Malcolm. You know what, Malcolm kind of reminded me athleticism-wise of what Jerry Mercury had when he was with us before he went to Mohawk. And he just got that. He's got that burst. You know, he can go get some rebounds. Got that size where he ain't afraid to bang with you in the trenches. You know, it's. Hopefully he stay at it over the course of the summer and stay in the gym.
Buffon rejected. Second chance rejected. Taken back up on the drive. Layup. No. Third chance really. No. Pass back out. 10-second offset shot clock. Game clock good. And a whistle.
What are they calling?
Wow. 4-point play?
No.
Or no?
Probably basket counting off away from the ball. Got a push or something.
Yes. Correct. But that does turn off the shot clock essentially here.
No shot. You know, more than likely you'll see the Saints dribble it out.
Well, now they're saying, now that they've looked up at the foul total, that they are going to walk it over to the other end because that is 5 for the Knights.
So would it be Adam shooting or Will? It's going to be Will.
Yeah, looks like Buffon.
So we'll see the Knights get another shot attempt.
I've seen as much as Buffon this season, but I remember in the first season he was with the team.
Yeah,
he had some really good performances off the bench.
No, and Will can shoot the ball. I would like to see Will get in the post a little more. You see, he went to the rim, but if he can get it like a post back to the rim, kind of a game, he would be solid. Oh my, it's 2 in a row for him. There you go.
Bucket good again from beyond the arc, but this should just about do it. The St. Clair Saints close out the home schedule in the win column once more. Your final score, 84-63. St. Clair moves to 13-3. Niagara falls to 11-6. Post-game coverage coming up in just a moment. You're watching We Digital.
But he was also an All-American, second team in this time to right. Forward back line this time.
Gets across the original line of scrimmage. Tackle just shy of the first down.
Burrell looks for a spot. Burrell shoots it and scores on the near side.
One mistake, end up booking a trip to the prairies.
Tickets are on sale now for the 17th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, April 30th. The Kubota Club will be filled with local athletes, teams, and coaches just waiting to hear their names announced as a nominee or this year's recipient. You'll even get to hear from golf legend Jack Nicklaus, but you have to have a ticket. Tickets are available at westbytickets@gmail.com. Don't wait, or you might just miss your chance to be a part of history.
Welcome back to the St. Clair College Sportsplex here in Windsor, Ontario. Our coverage of OCAA men's basketball action. The men's team very impressive today, winning their 13th game of the season. They're now 13-3. They knock off Niagara by a score of 84-63. Of course, it completes a great weekend for the Saints basketball team as they defeated Canadore last night by a large margin. And the player of the game last night could have been the same guy as we have here today, and that's Mason Tia, who joins us. Thanks for doing this. Quickly, thoughts about the game here today, Mason? I thought the team played an extremely solid game all around.
Yeah, I thought the game was really good. I mean, it's senior night, you know. I'm normally a starter, so we had all 5 seniors that's graduating, and actually, I thought the game was actually like amazing. We actually played good. Last time we played them, we lost to them. Like, it was a really bad game, but now we knew we had to push back and beat them.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you brought up the loss. I didn't want to, but I'm glad you did. I'll let you bring it out there.
Yeah.
How much of that was in the back of the minds of the guys? And obviously you remember those things through the season. You've only lost 3 games this year.
Yep.
So any team that has had the opportunity to defeat you, I'm sure if you get a chance at them, there's that much more incentive.
I mean, yeah, very. I mean, Sheridan game when we lost to them, it's like now next time we play them, it's like we have to beat them.
Yeah.
Well, we lost to Humber, but we beat them first. Humber is like a lesson learned, but next time we know that if we play Humber again, we're going to beat them. And then, yeah, but next game from here on out, we just work hard. Playoffs is almost here, so we just got to keep going.
What was really impressive today, again, a very solid game on both sides, the defense, offense, but I'm really impressed with the defense today because St. Clair is known for its scoring prowess and maybe, not being critical, but maybe don't pay as much attention to the defensive side. But today, I think you really frustrated Niagara.
Yeah.
Was there an extra effort put forth that way?
After we lost to Humber, our coaches changed the whole defense, and now we used it on Canadore yesterday, and it worked really well. And coach decided to use it today, and it really worked out for us.
How tough is it to adjust during the season like that when you change some defensive schemes? And
I mean, in practice we learn about it all. So like when they want to change, it's like we already know, So it's like, yeah, we just know it all. So
okay,
yeah.
What a great weekend for you.
Thank you.
Last night you're outstanding. We didn't do a player of the game last night. It was a long day.
Yeah,
we'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
But today again, you bounced back and another outstanding performance. Talk to me about your play, how good you're feeling out there, and then how happy are you to contribute to the team the way you are?
I mean, I'm very happy. Like, this is my 3rd school here. Like, I'm from Windsor, so I'm good to be home. The goal is just to win nationals. It's some guys last year, so like, I want a chip in on their finger. So we're gonna do whatever it takes.
Yeah, home cooking's a good thing,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It is. When we look down the road now, it's basically playoff time now.
Yeah.
Like I said, St. Clair will have a home playoff game. We know that. Maybe a couple if things work out and go from there. But how ready is this team for the playoffs?
And now we got to change up everything. Now we got to be mentally locked in. Like practice, we got to go hard. So when the game comes, like we're already ready, So like it's just all about going hard. Like no mistakes from here on out.
All right. I like it. Congrats on the weekend.
Thank you.
Keep going. Keep this thing going, and I hope we get a chance to talk down the road here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Our player of the game, no doubt about it. He was the best guy out there today. Mason Tia of the St. Clair Saints, helping his team to an 84-63 victory. As I mentioned, the Saints improved to 13-3, and still a wait to find out who their opponents are going to be in the playoffs. Speaking of playoffs, we will have volleyball playoff action next weekend. We'll be here at the Sportsplex. It looks like the women will play, I'm thinking it's La Cité, but nothing's been confirmed yet, so I don't want to give bad information. The women will play at 2 o'clock And then the men, again, up in the air as to who they'll play. There's a couple of teams in the mix that they could end up playing, but great that they'll have a home playoff game. So yeah, it's exciting. We're excited that the home playoff action is going to be here at the Sportsplex. So next Saturday, mark your calendars. Get to the Sportsplex. If you can't, make sure you tune in to our broadcast here on We Digital. We'll have all the action for you live. So it'll be another exciting weekend of athletics here at the Sportsplex. So the story here again today, the men win handily 84-63 over Niagara. And they're on a nice roll heading into the playoff picture. On behalf of everybody here at We Digital Productions, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the broadcasts. Take care, stay safe, and we hope to see you back here again soon. Have a good night, everybody.